And so what I want to remind you today is that as human beings, we typically focus on what's below the neck, that we forget our mind. And today, please be reminded that the most powerful tool that we have as human beings is our mind. Your mind can either move you forward or your mind can either move you backwards. But William James, who is an American philosopher, he said that the greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter their life if they alter their attitude of mind. If their attitude of mind is not what it should be, then they can change it. And by doing so, you will make it possible for you to be whatever it is that you want to be, but you have to start first with your mind. And when I think about the mind, I find that to be true in my life. Because as you heard, on October 28, 2006, I was in a severe car accident that left me brain dead and paralyzed from the neck down, where the doctors told my mom that your son only has a 5% chance of making it to see tomorrow. And if he does make it to see tomorrow, it's a possibility that he will be a vegetable for the rest of his life. I'll never forget waking up out of that coma only to mumble to my mom that if I have to be like this the rest of my life, you might as well pull the plug. And so my mom came up to me on the hospital bed and my mom said, my son, blink your eyes if you can hear me. And I blinked my eyes and my mom said, you will live and not die. It was in that moment when my back was up against the wall, my mom knew that if the doctors are saying my son is not going to make it, my mom knew that if the doctors are saying that my son may not make it to see the tomorrow, he may have a 5% chance of being a vegetable, and I can give him a command and he responds to the command, then I know he will be okay. And so my mom said blink, and I blinked, and my mom said you will live and not die. It was in that moment that the tone was set for me. And when I talk about setting the tone, I want to talk to you all about right now thermostats and thermometers. Thermometers merely reflect the area around them or the environment around them, but thermostats set the tone. And so in that moment, my mom would not allow me to be a thermometer and just reflect the environment around me of wanting to give up. My mom set the tone of positivity and understanding your positive mindset allows you to be unstoppable. But you just can't choose when to start with a positive mind one day and not do it the next. You must keep that same positive mindset every single day. And so setting the tones remind me again that if I want things to change, that I have to start that change in my mind first. And so to me, setting the tone, being a thermostat, has everything to do with my self-talk and my self-thought. Again, the way I talk to myself, the way I encourage myself is what sets the tone and allows me to move forward, reminding myself that endurance wins. My self-thought reminds me that, hey, you are the way you see yourself. You are what you see, you are what you think, you are what you believe, and that corresponds to what you do. And so again today, I challenge you, if you want to live a life of productivity, if you want to live a life of being uncommon, I challenge you to set the tone. Don't do what everybody else is doing, but do something different, because we understand if you want to make a difference, you have to accept being different. And so difference came because I said I would think differently, I would talk differently, I would act differently, because again, thermostats set the tone. We don't just go with the flow, we set the tone. And that's why I believe today that because of my mindset, because I live a transformed life, I live by my quote of we don't need it to be easy, we just need it to be possible. So if you have not heard anything else that you feel is life-changing, just always remember that your mind is the gold mine. Always remember that your mind is the most powerful tool that you have. And so setting the tone is a reminder to thyself that you do matter and that you are enough. And that's what I've been doing for the last 15 years and still doing it today. I wake up every day reminding myself that I set the tone with my thoughts. I set the tone with my speech. I set the tone with what I believe, and I live a thermostat life, all because we don't need it to be easy. We just need it to be possible.